What's up, guys? This is Sean Tan, and happy Saturday night. Hope everyone has had their great dinner. I had a very great dinner because my family members made some money on stock market, so I get to eat crab. Yes. Okay. Wow. So many comments today. Okay. Hi, Vineet Raju. Hi, Hakel. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Tong Yi Lao. Hi, Max Ong. Okay. Let's not waste time. First of all, thank you very much for those who are still here already. Okay. Also, I'm going to do a little different. Is you guys can share the link if for your friends and whatsoever, right? So let this channel have more traction, so I can help more people, right? Because I've came across a few people who didn't know my channel and they bought the wrong properties. Then they are very bitter about property investment just because they listened to the wrong people. So I really hope that I can help more people. So do share around with your friends, and maybe who knows, we can help one less people to buy properties that is out of their misery lah. Okay, let's go. Okay, Vineet Raju. When you were out at night in Bukit Jalil in your latest video, you highlighted that it is a good sign to see lots of car parking at the main road of a condominium. Can the cars kena saman tak? Sometimes. Sometimes it depends on the local authority. But it's quite inevitable because if you see, right, the calculation for car park requirements by the local authority, if it's a service apartment, is one car park every 1,000 square feet built. But if it's a condo, it's two car parks every unit built. So those are the old rules. But then like a household now, we can easily have 3 to 4 cars, right? Like my whole family member, 5 person working, 5 cars. No, 6, because got one spare one. Right. So I think it's quite inevitable that there will be overflowing of cars, and it has been a cultural thing for Malaysians. Malaysians are just obsessed with cars. So developers don't want to build more car parks as well because it will only jack up the property price. That's why this car park issue is really something that we need to solve. But I don't see anybody taking the initiative to do so yet. Maybe I should be the one. Okay. Thanks, Vineet Raju. It's always good to hear from you. Hi, Kerr. Hi, Sean. Just out of curiosity, you seem to share so many good insights, so damn useful. But did you ever worry some might actually feel you also spoil market? For example, workshop agents. To me, I'm not charging anything, right? So, I cannot. No lah, I don't think it's even a problem lah, because I think information should flow only it's useful. Only when information is flowing, right, it's useful. There's some quote about it. I forgot where I read about it. Because if I don't share everything, right, it's stuck in my head. Then if I don't use it, then it's also pointless. So I spent the past 10, 12 years learn everything and all these insights, right? There's not really a guru that taught me everything. It's also I made all these stupid mistakes, right? Only I've like ingrained. That's why you can see why I don't flow with a lot of pointers. I don't flow with a lot of structure in my content. So that's something that I'm struggling, because if I were to do a class, right, I will need to segmentize all the syllabus. Then it takes a lot of time. So I might as well go like that. So no worries about other workshop agents. If you're good, nobody can stop you. Okay. Ruby, I thought it's Sunday. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday. See, because last Monday was a holiday, so that's why I did it on a Sunday. So yeah. Hi Sean, please help if I buy a property and my fiance is other nationality. Can add his name in the property as owner as well. Understand MM2H needs to be 600,000 and above, but it is for limited projects only. I think you can add one, no problem. Just that you need to prove that you are married So I think fiance tak boleh My guess because this one differs from bank to bank. It's not a very fixed kind of thing. So like whether MM2H or not, right? Whether is it MM2H or not, it affects the loan legibility. It means that maybe you can take 90% loan or you can take 60% loan. Okay, so that's one. Number two, I think if you are husband and wife, then you can buy a property above 600,000, right? So this one I'm not very sure because MM2H now is also very strict because I think a lot of requests from emails, right, want me to talk about MM2H, and once I go research, right, whatever I learned 3 months ago changed. Wow. So it's pretty tough. And now the application as well, the government is being very stringent about MM2H program. Apparently, Malaysia is a very hot place for people to migrate. So that's very good for properties as well. Another question would be for renovations. I only know Canvas you shared before. For own stay products, which one you recommend the most? Have any ideas? Thanks. So Ruby, you can watch my one of the I think 3 days ago punya video lah. So it's about DIY, contractor, or ID designer. So it depends what is your budget like. So I think if your budget is around Canvas level, right? So there's this company that is the sister company of the makeover guys. So it's called Easy Home. Okay, Ruby. It's called Easy Home. Then if you speak to Easy Home, then you say that you need more customization because Easy Home focus on affordability. There's a little bit more makeovers guys style, right? So like 40,000, 50,000, you can furnish a 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom one. 3 bedroom, 2 bedroom. But then for own use, we actually park it under the company called Easy Home because you can customize your wardrobe, you can customize your kitchen. But if you have more budget, right, then we have another company called Groundwork, where it's a very conventional ID that you can splurge your money with. Okay, so again, it's Easy Home and Groundwork. So when you go to their Facebook page, you text them, I've got to know your company via Sean, and they know what to do already. Okay, thanks for watching, Ruby. Dong Yi Lao. Hi, Sean. If you will choose between M Luna and M Arisa for Sentoh for investment, which one will generate higher rental yield? And which one easier to rent out when completed? M Luna site, it's next to MRR2. M Arisa is in between the residential. Okay, M Arista's location seems more matured in this current time lah. But potential wise, M Luna has larger potential because the UEM just launched their Avira Park. It's also called their Kiara Bay Master Plan. Okay, so that area is going to be super hot. But when you say for investment, right, it's about rental yield. So I would just suggest you to go property portals, look around the area, especially in Sentoh, right? There's a lot of existing data that shows that 2 bedroom currently, what's the average? 3 bedroom, what's the average rental? And you can calculate against the price that you're buying. So this one is pretty solid lah. So I don't want to guess, but you can always go and refer to at M Luna. You can look at the Mizumi's rental rates. Not very good actually. The Henge punya rental rates and the condos at Metro Prima side. All this, right, will give you some indication of what the rental price will be, and that will dictate your ROI. So do your homework, Teng Yilau. Okay. Max Ong, if you have a budget of 800,000 in Subang Jaya, USJ for own stay, prefer new development, high rise. Which property development would you recommend? New ones, right, only will be Sam Dabi one, like Lot 15 and Aurora. So they just approached me this evening. So maybe I will find a time to go visit. So I get, right, because I think it's somewhat similar. We are somewhat similar in that area. A lot of new projects in USJ1. Personally, I don't really like USJ1 because of the access lah. You need to come out from Summit area, so that I don't really like. SS15, Grand 15, that one is for investment. New project. New project is a Sunway Geo, maybe. Sunway Geo the new Sunway and anything else. The Greenfield YOLO side is that one is for investment. For own stay, right, we only have, unfortunately, we only have those that is in the Subang Parade side. So those are all dominated by Sandabi. So why not you just stop by Sandabi Sales Gallery? I think they are open already. Michael Lee, hi Sean, hope you are well. Your view on TOD for investment. Ara Central Perla Service Department located right next to LRT at Ara Damansara. Okay, Michael, this project, right, you need to know that there's a component of affordable housing in the project itself. Because I was involved for like 3 months in the development stage, and personally, the layout I'm not very favor of. But for TOD projects that is connected next to the MRT, right, there's always demand for it, one, because people would pay for convenience. So now is to look for the unit with the right price. Okay, so Michael, I hope that answers, right? TOD always work one. So for those who don't know what is TOD, right? TOD means transit-oriented developments. It means like the progress of high-rise in Malaysia, right? First, they have office high-rise building. Then they have apartments. Then they found out why not combine together. So you have office plus residential. Then why not we also add hotel? Why not we also add the mall? Why not we also add the LRT through? That's why this is like a work, live, play, grow, whatever else also is in one same location. And that has took up the wave in like, I think 5 to 6 years ago. TOD has been one of the biggest, say, when MRT was done up. So before MRT track was done, based on the LRT, right, not one development is considered TOD besides the Kerinci station. But that one also didn't do very well. So I also don't know why. Maybe feng shui. Okay. Next would be Hanji Yap Hanji. Hi Sean, what's your view regarding Bukit Jelutong, and as well as your view on the property market is coming 2 years? Bukit Jelutong, unless you're working on Shah Alam side, right? The access to KL is either via the Montfort Junction or Guthrie or the new Dash Highway. I think the new Dash Highway will be very beneficial to Bukit Jelutong also lah. Unless you work in Klang also lah. So because the access out to Klang, to Klang is okay. To KL side, right, not very convenient. That's why personally when I choose a home also, I won't think of it. And the problem with Shah Alam as well is that there's a restriction towards commercial activities. That's why you go and check out. I think I did a few Shah Alam projects, right? The commercial areas are all dead one, because you cannot have alcohol, you cannot have late night activities. Then that restricts a lot of crowd building commercial activities. So you got no crowd, right? Then no population. Then real estate don't work without population. Okay, what's my view on property market? I'm still rather, I'm those realist optimists lah. So as negative as people want to say the property, right? I think the cultural perception, the cultural side of Malaysians and Asians are generally, we always need house one, because whether pandemic or not, we still get married, right? We still, our children still grow. We will have new couples, new babies will come out. Then people still grow old. All these, right, will form the demand for properties. And then whatever negative things that hits the property market, like COVID, right? There's a lot of stirring mechanism by the government, like the lowest interest rate. Now I think it's the lowest interest rate in Malaysia for the past 20 years. Never before. If you tell your grandfather last time, right? Now it's only like BLR is like 2 or 3 only. Interest rate one. Last time, right, it's like 12, So whatever installment that you're paying now, you imagine, you think it's expensive, right? You times 3. then that's 12%. Then you times 3 again because their tenure last time is like 10 to 12 years only. Cool, hardcore last time. But last time property price not so high lah, correct lah. Okay, Sushi, nice. Hi, Sean. Yes, hi, Sushi. Okay, KST. Hi, Sean. Do you have any comments? Tropicana Cheras project near Balakong. The deal seems good, but not sure why the sales aren't that convincing. Is their after sales service good? Tropicana Cheras project. What project is that? I'm not sure which one. Tropicana got Cheras project? Let me know, KST. Can you reply again? I don't know what project is that. Or who know can actually share to me. Eugene Lim, Hi Sean, 来报道，跟你打声招呼。哎，Eugene 你好，你好。Maple Lim, Bello, come check in, say hi to you. Hi Maple, Nexus Tech, hi Sean. James Son, hi Sean. Want to ask if 60K is enough for basic renovation for new landed 2-story terrace house. It if it depends on what's the definition of your basic law. So 60,000, right? If you want luxury, if you want like full-fledged kitchen, right, habis really 60,000. But I would say when you plan for renovations, right, you plan in one go. It means, right, you don't buy anything. You go survey the price first. It means that, okay, kitchen, 18,000, 20,000, okay? Living room, sofa, how much? The kitchen, the what is that? A TV console, how much? Then the bedroom, bed, how much? Wardrobe, how much? Right? So you outlay all of them together first, then only you buy. A lot of people they go and buy at the same time they plan. Sure, burst budget one, confirm burst budget one. So because you don't see things in a whole, right? Then because last time also every cent counts. That's why I know this trick. So what I do is I will just put out, okay, aircon how much, chair how much, because sometimes when you go to furniture shopping, right, the worst thing is that emotional kicks in. Wow, this couch you see so nice, or leather one. Wow. But if you buy the leather one, right, it means that your bedroom got no wardrobe already. Yeah, so it depends on what you mean by basic renovation. No? But generally, if you don't do any wet works, it should be fine. Once you touch wet works, then the cost, right, will be different, because there's the problem with renovation market is there's no market price. Once you do wet work, right, there's no market price because it's all handcraft. Okay. Lee Mei Yi, hi Sean, understand you wanted to stay at the Ridge. Why change your mind? Because the price, no lah, it's actually because of the location. Because my wife also last time we stay at Wangsa Maju before, then now we kind of shift everything, right? All of our friends also shift all to this side, Puchong, Subang, Sunway, right? So there's no reason, because last time I was also study there, and a lot of activities are there lah. So it's a personal preference. So at this stage currently, I'm not suitable, because if I were to travel MRR2 every day, wow, it would be a nightmare for my schedule though. John, hi Sean, since you are doing research on Bukit Jalil currently, what is your opinion on Pavilion Mall's impact on property prices around the area once it is open? It will be a good thing because, as we mentioned just now, recipe for property demand, right? Property price, right? Is san sui. San means mountain, sui means river. In other words, san means population. The more population you have in an area, right, it means that there's a demand for space. And when there's water, there's river, right, it means circulation. It means connectivity. So Bukit Jalil, right, if you look into the map, it's pretty awesome one. If you look into connectivity, you got Kesas lah, Sungai Besi Highway lah, LDP lah. Then you can go take the small road, right? You reach Puchong lah, Kuchai lah, Mala Sri, Petaling lah, OUG lah. Then you can hit also to Federal Highway lah. You can go NPE lah. Wow, it's crazy connected. So that's the reason why Pavilion, such a reputable mall, wants to build there, right? And because of Pavilion also, they kind of stopped the mall behind, what is it called? Walks. because WCT, one of the main shareholders, also is Pavilion's boss lah. That's why they stopped the Paradigm Mall along the Kasas Highway. They're redesigning it because of Pavilion Mall again. Yep. Vineet Raju, carry on sharing it as a free country. You are right, Vineet. You are right. JJ Dennis, if you are coming up with a class, I'm signing up. Not soon, I think I prefer. That's the reason why I do YouTube lah, because I share when I have time. You guys watch when you have time. So that's the best arrangement ever. So the main reason why I want to do live like this, right? It's because I think I'm very blessed and I'm very grateful for having all the emails and questions that is coming in. But the thing is, I want to respond to every email very responsibly, right? So I'm struggling to find the time to do every email. Yeah, so that's why if you guys like, it's very urgent one, right? So I just ask that I see if I think it's very urgent, then I'll answer straight up. Yeah, okay. Black and Decker. Yes, you are not so cunning like those property gurus. No lah, I think they need to, it's their bread and butter. So they need to make money from the cost. So I don't blame them. It's their way. But for me, it's different, right? That's why I need to have a full-time job to actually sustain this channel, right? KST, by the way, is there any difference buying a new unit before and after VP from developers? The DLP period will be reduced? Not really. Okay, KST, the DLP will be based on your SPA. So completed and constructing projects, right? I think the DLP will always be based on the SPA date signed. Okay. Nikki Law, hi Sean, I'm interested in a landed leasehold new project, but the main concern after watching a video, leasehold hard to sell and value not so good. Also, I dream to shift to a bigger house. You're talking about Rimbayu, is it, Nikki? I see you always in Kota Komling. Leasehold landed must be Rimbayu lah. Okay, leasehold is this. Leasehold, there's this restriction of financing. Let's say if your title left only 60 years, the bank's not very favorable to loan you money anymore. So 30 years later, to sell the house might be a little bit more challenging. Okay, but if it's a strata, then it's different story. Okay, because strata, you cannot just sell out one. So we haven't seen any landed strata reach the title expiry date yet lah. Okay, so there's no precedent. Yeah. So there's also a few ways in valuation. So like Sunway project, the terrace houses opposite Sunway Pyramid, right? All those are leasehold also. And I think they left like 30 years, 30, 40 years around there lah. So you are telling me that you cannot buy me? I think also some banks also loan money to buy one because those terrace house are also over $1 million. And the value you telling me that it's not valuable may also wrong. So I think the banking mechanisms will catch up very soon. Because this leasehold land law, right, is very old, based on the, what is that act called already? National Land Code, NLC. So NLC is the governing text, the first textbook that all real estate people needs to read. National Land Code. Okay. Nikki Law, but shifting is maybe a 20-30 years time. Yeah, so maybe 20-30 years, right? It's like it's a decade really, A lot of things happen in 20 years. A baby also 21 years old already. Yeah, so a lot of things can happen. And I think there's a saying like I always say, like, if my akong, right, if my grandfather now pass me a land, I also don't want to stay in it because it must be in some location that he thinks was prosperous back then, unless it's like KL, but no, I doubt if it's in KL, then I need to work here already. Billionaire already. Okay, Lai Chun Hyung. Hi Sean, seems hard to get positive cash flow from property investment now. Anyway, to resolve this, or is the market situation already? Okay, Lai Chun Hyung, it's because we are shopping from the original market price. So if you go to, especially if you're going for new properties, okay, if you're going for new properties, you want to get positive cash flow, almost impossible already, because as we mentioned, you got 10% discount lah, plus MOT lah, plus rebate lah, plus everything, right? The price is already what we call inflated already. So you are already buying expensive. Okay. So positive cash flow projects, mainly you need to hunt from sub-sales. And I've mentioned in the episode as well, a lot of property deals are crafted. They don't sit there for you to find one. Okay. So let's say if I do all the research really like I show in the video, right? Let's say I find a property that is around 4%. Then I will have a minimum price, a maximum price that I will pay. So let's say I want 5%, and let's say the owner asking 600,000. For my ROI to work, I need 520 only. So I will only buy when it's 520. Yeah, so it's crafted one. So owners want to sell, maybe you will meet one. If not, right, then you move on to the next development. Yeah, so property investment is a pretty hardcore research work. Yep. So they don't just sit around for you. Hey, Chun Heng, I'm here, ROI positive. No such thing one, all crafted one. John Ishi, hi Sean, love your shows. I never miss any. I have a question. I'm trying to finish my renovation at Sequoia, and it's almost finished, but my management will not let me renovate. They say due to MCO. Why? Because they want to control the workers that comes into your unit. That's the problem of high-rise building, like, because the only way to go up is via the lift lobby, and everyone in the whole condo uses the same lift lobby. So they don't want to risk, because once there's like more than 3 or 4 cases in that condo itself, they will barricade your condo straight away. So everybody's getting scared, because this also affects the operations for my company as well, the company that I work in. So my team, my operation teams, right, can't really do any furnishing currently because a lot of condos also don't allow. So what we are doing right now is we are getting all of our workers checked. So to certify that they are very healthy, they got nothing, so they can work. Yeah. So unfortunately, that's the case, John. Amir the darling. What a name, Amir. Hi, my apartment has 2 car parks in tandem. I bought 2 extra car parks and rent them then out. Getting quite good returns in rental. Does the extra car parks increase future selling price of my unit? It depends whether the buyer wants to buy. Right? If the buyer thinks that it's good, then he will buy. If the owner don't need extra 2 car parks, then I don't think he will. Okay. James Son, hi Sean, it's major renovation like tearing down kitchen wall or kitchen extension. Better do it after DLP expires. Okay. Yes. DLP, if you knock down the kitchen wall, it means your DLP almost void already. Yeah, because it's a hard structural work. But which project did you buy? Can you share? Because now I think a lot of kitchen, right, are all open type really. So maybe it's an old house. I guess if you want to tear down, right, mainly it's an old house. But you asked about DLP, so it's a new house, right? I think a lot of kitchen, right, what they do is they don't build walls. They instead use carpentry work. They use timber, right? They use wood panels to do instead of building another wall. Yeah. New, very rare. I hear now a lot of kitchen that you need to tear down the wall one. Louis Kong, hi Sean. Do you know the latest Dieudo project? Can you explain more? Dieudo project by who? Yeah, Louis. Dieudo project. I don't know which Dieudo project. Like, is it by my company Dieudo project, or which one? Okay, John Ishi, I am MM2H and I have to show a net worth of cash 4.5 million. Wow, John, I really do admire and I really appreciate your openness in sharing your information. I think that will really help, right? all the other foreigners that is actually coming in as well. So MM2H now is seriously very, very strict with qualifying people and personnel to come in. Yeah, apparently not easy. How I wish I can help. Nikki Lol, hi Sean, can we do a fixed interest loan? I want to take advantage of the current market. Can. When you take fixed, it's not this rate, lor. Okay. I used to have the same mindset. I thought I can outsmart financial institution. But this is something that some old man told me before. You look at Menara Maybank, Menara Citibank, Menara CIMB. They are so wealthy, they can have their own Menara. So as an individual, you think you can outsmart the financial institution? I don't think so. So that is what the old man smacked me in the face. So I learned. Okay, you can try. James Son, hi Sean. Is 400 per square feet landed 2-story considered cheap? It depends where, yeah, James. It depends where. Oil and Gas 101. Hi Sean. Any developers for KL development to avoid for the build quality? Or which KL development that you want to avoid for the build quality? So means which developer quality very bad lah. Wow, this one I say then a lot of developers will kind of hunt for me. But okay, generally, right? It's very subjective. You can see a lot of professional bodies like QLASIC and what's the Singapore standard already? QLASIC and oh no, I forgot. I forgot. Yeah, in Malaysia we use QLASIC. So QLASIC certified gold, silver, whatsoever, right? Then you go to the building, right? It's still quite bad one. So and it also depends on units as well. Like sometimes like this main building works was done by this contractor, then suddenly they switch subcon, right? Also it will change. So generally public listed companies should be fine. I mean developers are public listed developers should be fine. Those Sdn Bhd ones, sometimes I'm very scared because of the scale of projects they have. So for example, I have worked in Sunway before. In one moment of time, there's like 7 different main contractors and main projects to deal with. And there's a lot of information and data they can exchange all the time. If this subcon is good, they will just ask them to continue this site. If this one is bad, they will just fire because the pool of subcontractors that they have, right, is just enormous. So that's why their standard is not like excellent also, but it won't be that bad. Lai Chun Hyung, if there's no positive cash flow from leasehold property, meaning it will not be a good investment at all, as capital appreciation is limited until 70 years lease. If it's landed, right, it will not be positive cash flow anyways, Lai Chun Hyung, right? So sometimes not necessarily, especially for landed, not everything is measured by cash flow. Cash flow didn't really come into the picture until like 8 to 10 years ago. Okay, the concept of cash flow. So if it's really landed, right, many people play for capital appreciation. If not, why people buy land and keep? It makes no sense, right? Kit Ng, delete pula. Nexus Tech. Hi Sean, how much would you suggest to spend on renovation for a bare unit to semi-furnished or fully furnished? And which area would you focus on? Kitchen, bathroom, living hall, or master bedroom? Nexus, it depends on what's the purpose of the unit. If it's for my own stay, then it's a very different thing. If it's for investment, as long as all those key areas that you mentioned, right, are covered, then can already. Because I think a lot of people, they messed up the distribution of money. It means, right, their budget they set is 30,000. But once they went to the kitchen and they finished the budget in one space, then they left with nothing. But when you want to rent out the unit, right, you want to in order for your unit to be considered fully furnished, there's a checklist. So in a bedroom, right, I don't care whether your bed is 3,000 or 1,000. Got bed, got wardrobe, tick. Got bedside table, tick. Got aircon, tick. So I don't care whether it's a Geta bed or it's some chiplak bed. right? As long as there's a bid, you tick. So that's the market trend. Okay. Kieran Wang. Why suddenly I ang more? Kieran Wang. Hi Sean, sent you an email a few days ago. You probably get a dozen, so haven't reached a response yet. Yeah, unfortunately, Kieran, I'm trying very hard. I'm seriously trying very hard to answer all. Yeah, I'm still. That's why the live is somewhat a better way to follow up more questions lah. I think maybe this will be a daily show in the future. Maybe every day I'll just do live. Will I regret this? Don't know yet lah. See first lah. Okay. Black and Decker. Don't you think Aurora too close to main roads? Very noisy and FS not good. What is FS? What is FS? Black and Decker. Yeah, lor, I really haven't seen Aurora yet, so maybe next week I will go around. Andy Thai, I'm looking for sub-sale new terrace house in Putra Heights. Have any can suggest it? How do you think this area? I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty serene. So it's a very residential oriented location, right? I would suggest Andy to key in whatever requirements you have into property portals. Then you put in your budget, you put in your location, Putra Heights, then you check out first. Okay. Li Chen Huan, yeah, hi man. JJ Dennis, appreciate your new home series, Sean. Would you consider a similar one on investment? Your thought process in identifying an investment property, the consideration comparing different developments. Okay. I'm thinking about it, right, to do a investment type, but then I will. The hesitant that I'm facing is because sometimes the deals are not on market one. So sometimes I really need to go and nego very hardly, or I pull some strings, and yeah, it's not as direct as buying as a whole own stay lah. So, but I will try to do something similar because I also tak sangka I didn't expect this series to work so well that and resonate with you guys lah. So, if you guys really like it, right? So maybe you can share around. Because yeah lah, my mindset currently is also a very huge swing. Last time I look at all these sub-sale apartments, right? I'm very excited one because I can craft out deals. But for new properties, I don't want to stay old buildings. And the investment and the initial capital also a lot lah, so I don't like lah. Okay. Lot 15 too close to PPU also. Yeah lah, so every projects, right, have their shortcomings, and thank you for highlighting Black and Decker. Yeah, I do agree. But then check out first because maybe if it's too close to PPU, that's why the price can be cheaper. I don't know. But I heard it's pretty expensive also lah. Jack Seong. Hi Sean, I'm in a dilemma of choosing end lot and intermediate lot. The price difference is as much as 500,000. Is it worth it to get the end lot for 20 feet extra wide width? Location is Sri Petaling. There's a science to this lah. Okay, intermediate lots and corner lots or end lots, right? They have their own different markets one. So I've met a lot of investors who only buy corner lots because people who buy corner lots is very different from people who wants to buy semi-Ds. So once you buy semi-D, right, your entire status actually elevates. So a lot of people who have money, but they don't want people to know that they have a lot of money, right? They will buy all these corner lots and end lots. One. So like the price difference is as much as 500,000, right? So in percentage, how much more is it? Right? So I think if you can afford and you really appreciate the space, right? Especially in like MCO, right? The extra width actually makes a lot of difference in the interior like that. So terrace houses, if you look in the center space, kitchen area, right, always very dark one. The dining area, always very dark one. But if it's an end lot or a corner lot, right, it will be very, very pleasant. Especially if you have that extra 20 feet of land, right? Your kitchen and your dining space will look very, very nice because after you go in, will be your staircase, then your living, then your dining, then only your kitchen. Your dining now is well lit, and then your family space on top, second story or so will be very nice. So it depends. If it's for own stay, you can afford it, then go ahead. Lor. If it's over your budget, then don't. Lor. Okay, Jack. KSL. Hi, Sean. With the current market, what's your view on possibility on further cut in OPR and the uplift of 70%? It depends how hardcore our ministry wants to push the market for their next election. So I think there's a few predictions I said last time. They will further cut in OPR. They will uplift this LTV, right? And then they will maybe introduce zero RBGT. And then I think like that also good enough already. You just saw my take on it, right? That's why I keep encouraging everybody here, right? The 123 people here to shop around. Don't just sit there and wait. Because a lot of people wait, then only they announce, then only you go and shop, right? Too late already. So now shop around first. Okay? So I guess you guys can share this, right? I think you guys can have the link and share this live out. So for people who want to ask certain questions or people who are facing that difficulty in buying property and whatsoever, right? Do so the whole entire mission of me doing this is to help more people, right? But anyway, let's get back to the questions. Black and Decker, don't buy Shah Alam commercial shop lot. Yes, yeah, because of the restriction in the commercial activities. You're right, Black and Decker. Wonder how. Hi, Sean. In process of buying a 2270 double story corner lot with 20 feet of land for own stay. What is your thought on how the extra land should be used and reasonable cost to spend on reno? Okay. Okay, this one is very personal though. There's a few ways to do the renovation. Number one, like my kampong friends, right? They just concrete everything, then they will just park their cars. So that's one of the worst way lah. But to them, because they are very clear, they want the space, but they don't want the landscape trouble. So when you put all landscape, right, be prepared to put in the hours every weekend lah. Because almost not every weekend, every day you need to water your plants lah. If not, this plant die lah. There will be weeds lah and things like that lah. But then if you do landscape, you can also hire landscape gardeners or whatsoever to design. Then you can have that trees lah or whatsoever. Then some, I guess I will do a veranda, right, on the extra land, so I can use it, or I want to do like a small pavilion so I can hang out. And this extra lands, right? Last time, sometimes you think of it. Last time, at home, I'm like only 5 hours. No, I'm only like 13 hours at home, 8 hours of sleep lah. Then the rest is like 5 hours. Then that's about it. But now, the perception of home, right? Home is becoming everything. Home will be your gym. Home will be your tuition center for your kids. Home will be classroom. Home will be yoga center. Home will be studio, artwork lah, whatever lah, right? So that extra land, right, then can have things and ways to play around. So you want it to be your escape space also can. But extra land is always, it's really based on budget lah. Because like a simple structure can cost up to 80, 100. If you do it very budgetly, also 40,000. Yep. James, yep, this is a rather broad question, but what is the percentage that you should have on hand when purchasing a property? If you buy sub-sales 18, you will pay around 18%, yeah, James, yep. So that includes the bank fees, the lawyer fees, the valuation fee, the MOT, the titi-tak-tak, everything, a lot. Edwin, hi Sean, I'm early into the career and looking to deep into property. What are your thoughts on Prima or Bruma WIP in terms of pricing and progress? Enter now or later. It depends on what's your goal and what's your exit strategy. Prima is a very good cash flow property if you buy now. And if you can rent out, right, generally the rental returns are pretty positive. But for the next 10 years, you cannot sell this property. So you need to take into account of your opportunity cost as well. Because now we got 2 slots. Everyone, right, will have 2 slots for 90% loans only. So if you buy one Roma WIP, really, so you have one more slot to buy 90%. But what if you have the third one? Then you cannot sell this one. How? So this one will be a hindrance for you to go for the third and fourth and fifth and things like that. So yeah, it depends on whether you want that early cash flow and things like that. No? But I would suggest if you buy rumah whip, right? If you can if you can buy it as a home during your young age, right? I think it's a very, very reasonable one. Because it's lower price. So the whole intention for this kind of housing is to help people to have a home instead of renting. So, but now it becomes like a very perfect product for investors, that especially for those who wants cash flow lah. Okay. Hi Sean, no mother's internet still strong, yeah. Yeah, lor. I also don't know. That's why maybe I should do this lah. I was thinking of doing the midnight show, but very kasian all those who have children, right? Ayo, jialat. So yeah, I don't know whether is this a good time for you guys to let me know, right? Do just comment. Is 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock a good time? Or yeah, lor. So I think now internet is very good. I also don't know. Sri Gopal Shah. Hi Sean, love your videos. I am a non-Malaysian. Suggest a property which I can use for self, and when I sell, I can get investment back. I work in KL. Isn't that everybody's dream? But I would suggest Sri Gopal, go through the 4 basic steps. So I think like everybody, right, can know already. So what's your intention? So if you want own stay and get investment back, right, it's a very vice versa. So I will just choose something that you really like first lah. Okay. So you just look through my past videos to have the 4 basic steps. Lee Wengjin. Hi Sean, do you think property price in prime areas like Bangsar and PJ will remain stable? Yes, definitely. Okay lah, so like let's say in Bangsar, suddenly your neighbor wants to sell 30%, which is let's say like Bangsar Terrace house, right? I think 122.75 terrace house is like 1.6 million. Okay, your neighbor wants to sell 1 million now. You don't force your children to buy me. I will sure buy one. Yeah, lor. So in prime areas like Desa Park City, I don't think so lah. Yeah, lor. Only in areas where it's really like tourism based. So like for those that is heavily used for Airbnb and those are speculated for the high returns of rental, day rates they calculate. Those would definitely affected lah. But in local demands areas like Bangsar, Desa Park City, right? No problem. Kit Ng. Hi Sean, what's your comment on Nido's Desa Petaling? Exim project very wait let me think about it first. Where is Nido's first? Prime area, but not cheap. So based on experience, Exim projects, the maintenance fees is crazy, number one. Number two, they always build a lot of facilities. So for youngsters, right, they love it until they pay the maintenance fee lah. And they build in areas where it's quite popular one lah. So in Desa Petaling, there's the supply there is pretty crazy. My take lah. So whether or not Nidos is good, right? There's a lot, easily 20,000 units in Desa Petaling area. Yeah, that whole OUG lah, Kuchai lah, right? You calculate easily 20,000-30,000 units. So how does your unit stand out? So if it's your own stay, you like it, then you buy as long as you can afford, right? I would suggest you to do more homework. Another 19 different properties to go, bro. Okay? I don't know bro or not. Kid Ng, sorry. I don't know bro or not. Oops. Karsten, hey man. Do new developments exist in Monkera? Yes. Which could you recommend? Or is it all sub-sale? No, got new projects already. So do find out like but that's along Jalan Kiara 3, right? And we have Park, Solaris Park. Is it Solaris Park? Yes, it's by UEM. But that was I was going to shop for it lah, but it's very expensive lah. For my I cannot afford. Then D-Immersion by DK Group. Then there's one more is N what H NHK. No, that's the Japanese channel. The Kia 163 developer. So the developer of Kiara 163, even Kiara 163, right? There's still available units. So you can go check it out. Yeah, Custom. Residency 22, so I think there's some new units as well. Safina also. There's also, next to Safina, there's this new building by MM2H. I forgot what's the name. Yeah, so you have Pentamon, but those are along Jalan Kiara 3, which is the one connecting to Sekambut side. So I think the Kiara 163 one might be something good. And yeah, I still cannot find the name. So the developer for Kiara 163 is having a new property also in the Desa Sri Hatamas, the commercial area side. There's the Shell station, right? Next to the Shell station, there's this empty lot, and they are building that lot finally. Yeah, after so long. But then I guess it won't be cheap. So maybe you can find out. Nikki Law, Sean, rumors says don't buy new unbuilt projects now because many will compromise quality to cut cost due market condition. I don't think it's the case. Your thoughts? You think now only they will cut cost, meh? But okay, it's the nature for whether or not if I need the house, then I buy lo. Yeah, but if it's for investment, then I'll think again. But like that, if you say like that, right, I think cars also cannot buy lo. iPhones also cannot buy lo. Right? So I don't think it's valid because we can only control so much. I would put things into action and I go search around, listen more, check out more. But it's up to you. It's still up to you whether you can check the quality bad or not, right? A lot of headline readers are a lot. Nexus Tech, Sean, what do you think of Sentul, especially Bandar Baru Sentul? Saw Sky Meridian there, slow moving. Will the area undergo grantification? Wow, what is this word? Grantification. But generally, Sentul, right? What's good about Sentul is the connection to KL. It's this side, Jalan Ipoh, the other side, Jalan Genting Klang, next to Titi Wangsa side, and you get a very discounted price. But the bad side about it is there's a lot of cultural and religious centers around. So it was a new village, which means like a lot of kampong, those, how to say, kampong is English called what? Yeah, those existing populations back then, they were there already. So if you look into the older buildings in Jalan Ipoh, right, those shop lots are pretty old. So the population there has been there for a very, very long time. So the town planning may not be the most ideal. So you need to work with a lot of local roads. That's why a lot of local roads all use traffic lights when there's no highways that's more well planned and things like that. So that's the bad side of Sentul. Okay. But there's a lot of great deals in Sentul if you really can spot it, right? I think it's pretty good. Vineet Raju, the best answer for any future predictions, whether stock market or property, right, is cautiously optimistic. Wow. You're good, Vinesh. Give you a like. Jesse Ong, hi Sean, appreciate your review on Emerald 9. I'm looking for own stay and rent out the other room. Since this is a TOD, would the location be able to capture tenants, especially on the commercial? Okay. Okay. Emerald 9, right? If you look into the overall development plan, I think it's awesome. But just because it's a TOD, you think that it's very high in demand, right? That the same goes to Eco Cheras as well. So the problem with the market in Cheras, right? Every station will have a TOD. Almost every station is a TOD. So I'm looking but if you want to stay and rent out the rooms, I think it will be fine. And you should really base on Eco Cheras. Like whatever your reference be, right? Do refer to Eco Cheras. Edwin, looking at Rumah Whip at Pantai Dalam. So far, APDL not approved yet, but so many property agents asking for deposit 15,000. Benefit is can pick unit. Feeling FOMO, but seems suspicious. Thoughts? APDL not approved yet, right? Actually, it's illegal But I think market, they don't care. All these property agents, they don't care one. But you need to deposit 15,000, quite a lot Not so much from aroma whip. Okay, so if you were to put this, right, let's say the only thing will be the risk is will they bank in? You need to check whether will they bank in or not, because some they just put in the check 15,000 then can already, but some if you bank in, right, then it's a record there. So I don't think they will let you bank in, because once you bank in, then there's record and it's actually illegal. No risk at all, but then it's really up to your investment appetite. If you think you really want it because it's for the cash flow, right, then go ahead, like Edwin. Yeah, lor. Brian Lee, hi Sean, what do you think of Old Klang Road property, Platinum Arena, or the Bliss in between PJ and Old Klang Road? Yeah, lor, I just mentioned just now also, the problem with Old Klang Road, right, there's just too many. Easily you close eyes, 20,000-30,000 units. So if I want to do research, there's still a lot of great properties there. Don't get me wrong, because population there like never ending one, right? So I would suggest to do a lot more work instead of like when I was just driving around Bukit Jalil, right? It's like quite easy to do because there's like only like 10 condos, but in Old Klang Road itself, right? I think there's like 30 to 40 different condos. So yeah lor, it's a matter of how deep you want to research into, but sometimes you get that analysis paralysis as well. You think too much, then might as well don't buy already. So you don't want to get into that stage as well. Vin Tan, hi Sean, what are your three pros and cons on core residence or TRX? Oh, Victor. What I like there is the connectivity. I like the connectivity to KLCC lah. I like the connectivity of the MRTs. Pros is it's branded. Also, a lot of foreign actually know that place. The branding side lah. Cons is pretty expensive, and there's too many office buildings at core around the area. So they will sell you core residence based on the office buildings, ma. Right? They'll say, wow, this bank is here lah. Mulia Group is here lah. AIA or Prudential is here lah, right? So, but now COVID, and in the future, right, office buildings is actually really in oversupply. Everybody starts working from home. So what happens to all the offices, right? If your tenants is really the target audience that you had is people who work around it, then it will work lah. But now, I don't know, right? So that's the three bad things though. Ziwen Kok, hi Sean, big fan here. Hey man, hey Ziwen. Why Ho Chan can check why some sub-sales can free SPA and legal fees? Really? Why sub-sales can free SPA? No lah, it's if your owner I sell, then no need SPA lah. Sub-sale got free SPA one meh? No lah. Lai Chun Hyung, is there any installment plan by the makeover guys? Yes. We have a CIMB 12 months and upcoming. I think we are getting approval for Maybank 24 months. Right, Chun Hyung? Okay. So 24 months, right? Then whatever makeover suddenly becomes very reasonable. Everything divided by 24, right? Then especially if it's for investment, it makes total sense. Okay. That's my branding manager's head. Okay, Ruby, hi Sean, bro. Thanks for the sharing. I will note down. You are most welcome, Ruby. Yo Yuan Jin, hi Sean. Are you familiar with Kuchai Lama? What are your insights on Arte condo, which is walking distance from MRT to rental is quite good, but why the price so low? I'm not familiar with Arte condo, but my impressions on Arte's product not very good lah. Yeah lor. Because okay, I'm also in the auction market, so I shop a lot of auction properties as well. I shop, not buy, shop around here. You see a lot of Arte projects there, especially the Arte Ampang. Yeah. And their approach to common areas and their approach to public space design, right? That was a bit off the chart lah. So it might look very impressive in your first glance, but then if you stay there like long term, right, then like, what are that one? Then when maintenance fee is too high, they will switch off all the lights, right? Then whatever effect they wanted to do, all tak jadi. Okay, so mainly their condos, they always put in areas which are Airbnb popular. So because like for visitors every year they come once, they come for 1 week only, right? Then it's very fresh lah. But if for long timers, right? Ranjini Raja should rent or buy. I think real estate for investment purpose is a bit tough now. Oh yeah, Ranjini, you are going for the GRR unit, right? Okay, I will not suggest you to go for GRR because GRR is a very old marketing scheme, right? It means that for investors who worries about getting tenants, right? So what they do is they promise you a certain rate, for example, 6% for the next 5 years. But then the 6%, right? There are terms and conditions to it. Let's say if it's a 500,000 property, it's 6%, right? So every month, it's around 2,000 plus. Yeah, every month I will promise you 2008. So the rental is actually 2008, but the management will take a cut after that 2008. So for you, right, it's not 6% anymore. And yeah, I prefer to use the property and do it myself because whatever they propose for the remaining 6 years, right, they will already price into the selling price. If it's that good of a product, right, they don't need to use GRR in the first place. So Ranjini, really do consider I think your comment says like in Semenye, right? So do research more, right? On Ranjini, do research more. If it's really about investment, right, there are so many more other options. Lucas Chai, hi Sean, I will be working in Ulu Ampang soon. Could you recommend a location for me to buy a home, which is not expensive and convenient? I'm not familiar with KL because I'm from other states. I would suggest you key in iProperty, Property Guru, or Prop Social, and you look for the spaces first. If not, right, if you want, I would also suggest you to rent first. I would suggest you to rent first because straight away you work in Ulu Ampang, you want to buy there, then not very ideal lah, actually. So I would suggest you to rent first, get familiar because maybe you work in Ulu Ampang, right? You like Taman Melati, but it's a nightmare of jam away lah. Or you like Cheras because if you stay in Eco Cheras, you go to Ampang pretty close also, right? So especially if you're from other states, so I would strongly recommend you to rent first and shop around. Don't buy yet lah, okay? KSL on the completed units, the developers is saying that DLP has ended and only one-time service repair will be provided. This is different from Undercon, which has 2 years of DLP. Is it true? No. If you look into the SPA, it's fixed on 24 months. I don't care whether is it where got one-time repair one, where got such thing one. Okay. Thanks, Sean. You are most welcome. You're right, Sean. I'm looking at Rimbayo. You win. Ha ha ha. Thank you, Sean. I'm interested for own stay to build family. Thank you for keeping your audience focused in your mind. You're most welcome, Nikki. So I also go there pretty regularly lah, because I always eat in the Chio Fun next to Public Bank one. If you know where lah, right? Hi Kak Ismail. Hi Sean. Mana pergi? Ayo, I scroll, then I miss a lot already. Wait ah. Okay, Haikal Ismail, 3-bedroom Sky Meridian, 300 to LRT. If I buy monthly, the agency can rent for 4,000. Is it true? Okay, agency can rent 4,000, right? Why? Because it makes you buy ma. But what you can do is you research around lo. So there's a lot of existing condos around. Just go there and look for space to just put yourself as a tenant today. You want to rent a room, see got 4,000 or not. Okay, it's extremely frustrating for many agents to contact the owners when the project is these unscrupulous individuals should be punished by law if ever possible. Please do a video. Okay, it's maybe inconvenient for you, but then for property because if that agent just sit on it, right, habis lor. Yes, yeah, I also find it because like it's fine. You graduate already or not, Cody? Yeah lor. Wonder how RBGT reporting. I hear that you report months in Malaysia. Besides that need to pay, they need to pay 24% now, which is crazy. Yeah, so like if I earn like little bit only, so I do it myself lor. But if I have a lot of profit, right, I will hire professionals to do it for me. Nikki lor, Dieudo is by EcoWorld, building apartments on Eco Sanctuary and Ardens. Basically, it starts from 500. Oh, thanks, Nikki. What financial journey? What are your thoughts on postponing buying new sub-sales property only towards the end of the year, taking advantage of the back economy, hoping to get better deals, looking at Geo Bukit Rimau? Okay. In this sense, right, better deals can only mean better packaging, right? Let's say last time when they buy, you need to pay 5% down payment. Now, you don't need to pay down payment. They will give you more discounts. But after discount, right, the net pricing, the net, right, will still be higher than the earlier phases that they sell. And it's quite impossible they will sell the price at a price below the price that they bought during phase one. Impossible. So developers will never do that. And I'm not sure why the impression of everyone getting, right, which is like the developer will throw price. They will throw price, right, but all of the goodies, they will already price in one. NEV, high Sean leasehold losing value, not true, especially in KL. Relatives living in Sri Kambut bought leasehold terrace house for late 70s for 60,000, selling today between 500 to 600,000. Yes, you are right, Andy. You are right, but then the people who buy also will need financing. So what's going to happen is they will need the financial institutions approval as well. So that is the point that is stuck. I know market value is 600,000, but is there transaction? That's the debate. Popcorn. Hi, Sean. Good evening. Mind if you share what changes your POV on properties in recent years? I've laid my hands on luxury market, market that the most luxury one that I buy already lah. So the one in Sunway in JB, right? So I did a few videos there already. Luxury market is really, if you have that holding power, only you go for it, because you will make great profits in rental, you will make great capital appreciations. But just that when you think everything is going smooth, one crisis or habis. So that is when I learned that do not overgear yourself. Why you put so much risk on yourself when you know if anything happen, right? Oh my God, not easy. And I've suffered for 3 to 5 years. Not easy. Very, very scary actually. And I don't wish anyone to go through what I need to go through. Because every day the bank will chase you for money and installment. Not easy. Very scary. So sometimes I see all these investors, right? They overgear themselves with the promise by somebody else, not their own research. Somebody else promised, then they will make their money. And then when the person takes the keys all, right, then straight away 3 months bankrupt. Sad. That's why I want to do this channel as well, because this channel is also to share whatever I learned throughout the whole investment journey. Honey said hi. Hey man. Tiffany Thai. Hi Sean. Do you have any property reviews episode on Avara Sepute? No. I reviewed a landed property there only. Avara Sepute. No, I'm not yet to go through there yet. So sorry. Don't you think Bukit Jalil too dense of upcoming condos? I think based on which comparison, if you compare to Mont Kiara, I don't think it's even close. If you compare to Subang Jaya, then it's very dense. But if you look into Mont Kiara, right, it's so bloody dense. But why people still buy? Why value is still high? Because of the public spaces. the circulation, is it pedestrian friendly, is the commercial area making sense, so is walking distance supported. So if I walk down a condo, right, can I reach a cafe, can I reach a fast food restaurant, can I reach a tuition center? So that's very important. I just realized that only like the day when I go and visit at night, no. Okay. One bad thing about YouTube Live, numbers of words are limited. Oh, really? I didn't know. Hi, Sean. What's SA asked? What's the minimum limit to buy an apartment under MM2H and Monkera Desapak? Can you recommend a good agent? Okay, SA, I will recommend the agent soon. SA. Is your email also SA? SA. Is your email also named SA? Because maybe I didn't get it. My bad. I will try to send an expert to you. Okay. Nikki Lol Andy. Wen Yang Chu. What do you think about Ryan and Miho? Ryan and Miho, not cheap. That area, don't know why it's not selling. And if you look at Center Stage as well, if you look at PJ Midtown as well, if you look at all the surrounding projects there, all didn't do well. Only 17 did pretty well. And 5 Stone, that one was like years ago lah. Right? So there's something about Section 13 that I don't know why it's not working. Even if it's connected to Jaya one, right? Like macam tak ada feel. Unless you buy for own stay, then can lah. But you buy for investment, right? It doesn't really work. Keith Ng, currently I saved a lot by renting a house and rent out the rooms, but now my house is about to VP. I'm still not sure. Should I move in or sell? What do you think? Okay. This one, a lot of... you can rent out your new house also, ma. Why must you stay your new house, right? You can also rent out your new VP house, so no worries. As long as okay, it depends on what is your priority. If your priority is to set up a family, you need comfort, you need and quantity of space, then you can. Okay, wait, connection is bad. Okay, we are back. Okay, so if you prioritize connectivity and convenience, you want to save time for traveling. So which space is closer to your house, right? But if you can rent out the new house and it's at a positive cash flow or even break even, right? Then I still rent your existing space because it's closer to office. Then I should still rent. You don't really need to stay in your own house, no problem. SA, I will retire after 10 years. Do you recommend we do MM2H visa first in case the price go up and buy a property after the visa comes through? Or buy a property first as it helps with the visa? SA, I will think that it depends whether you have cash or not. If you can afford, right? So buying a property and force the visa through, then it will be ideal. But then it's not easy, right? Because like just now, what MM2H. Yeah. British gentleman. Hello from Liverpool. Hi, man. Nick Johan. Hi, Sean. What are your views on Tropicana Metro Park? Is it a good property to buy? For own stay, maybe. That one is based on where you work. But for investment, no. Because of the access. Because I've done a review on, what's the name called already? Pandora. The connection to the federal, not really ideal. So then, although there's an international school, but I'm not sure whether it's working yet. Commercial areas around the nearest is around the Subang USJ Heights there, right? Yeah. That's where they are way better places for tenants to go. So the tenants, a lot of agents move in to Metro Park because rental rates is very low. 600,000 unit, right? They're renting out for 1,001 only. Hardeep Singh, hello Sean. In your opinion, please name 3 best Wuma whip. I can't even tell you so many Wuma whips, okay? But generally, Wuma whips are not for flipping, right? A lot of people just buy because the capital appreciation is high. But if there's a choice, I will actually stay away from Wuma whip. That's just a principle of investment. I would actually let other people buy it so they can raise their family in there. I will play around because opportunity cost also counts. That will take up your slot on the 2 slots that we have for 90% loan, unless they leave the LTV lah. Karsten, can a high-rise apartment stay empty for a longer time? For example, 6 months without damage. I'm thinking related to damp climate in Malaysia. Maybe aircon needs to run during the unoccupied period. Nope. I think 6 months is fine, especially for high-rise apartment, because you don't have to worry about the piping, because the piping, whatever, right, it flows from on top. So your rainwater downpipe, your sewage piping, all is connected, so it's constantly running. Except you have genuine timber floor. If your timber flooring in the bedroom is actually solid timber, genuine timber, then that might be a problem. Then maybe the aircon needs to run. If not, it won't be any problem. Fridays. Hi, man. Hi, Sean. Great to see you again. What do you think of Robertson by Gamuda? Do you think the area is better for a peaceful stay versus Airbnb? Okay, Robertson is one of the hottest product pushed by property gurus. And because it was too expensive, so it was repackaged by all these property gurus and they were sold in a lot of property seminars lah. Okay, that's why they are positioning it to be a very Airbnb oriented product. So when it's Airbnb, automatically I think that I will not stay there. Yeah. Aisha Baharin, hi Sean, can you explain the difference between condo and apartment? Because I noticed some new apartment also offers some same facilities with condo. Okay. Condo and apartment, there's a video of me explaining that before, but just generally a quick one. It's just the regulation for developers to call it condo apartment. Condo, there's a minimum size of 3 acres, and per acre I can only build 60 units. So at max 3 acres I can build 180 units only. So every unit will be very expensive and very big. So probably developers will not build such a thing already because nobody will buy. So service apartment, there's no limit. Regardless whether your land is even smaller than an acre, you are calculated based on plot ratio, which means that let's say in an acre I can build 14 times. So 40 over 1,000 square feet times 14 is maybe 48,000 square feet lah. You can build, so it will become like a needle in the sky. And the number of units, I have no restriction. It's all based on build up. So the car park requirements calculation is also different. So you will need to the developer will need to provide more car park for service for condominiums, but they can provide less for service apartment. Some service apartment don't even offer car parks, right? And it doesn't make sense actually, but that's the regulations of the authority. So in a business point of view, service apartments makes more sense financially in terms of profit for the developers. That's why nobody builds condo anymore. So it has no difference in terms of product one. So like the facility, swimming pool, surau, Adobe, all this kind of thing, all standard one. It's only the development stage. Okay, Aisha, Eugene, June. What do you think about Prima in Brickfields? I think it's pretty cool. I've got calls about it. My concern is only the religious building next to it lah. W. Wong, how far should investment properties be from your home? It can be anywhere on actually. It can be in Australia, UK, but it's how you manage. Do you have a lot of people like our elder generation, right? They like to do things on themselves. They like to be very handy. So if anything wrong, right, I want to go and paint it. If the fan spoil, I want to go and fix it. But for me, like my investment in JB, I just pay somebody to do it. A lot of people still are very stingy about letting people pay. About paying somebody to do something. Like a lot of people don't even want to pay for property. So now there's this role called property managers or property management companies. So they will take a cut from whatever rental that you get. Yeah, so these are also ways to invest properties away from your home. But I will only suggest if you have invested around your home already lah. how do you do rental growth projections for your own reinvestment properties? I'll just put in a general inflation. So let's say, first of all, it depends on the area of development. So if it's a upcoming location, then the rental might not always increase. But if it's a very matured location, then you have the bigger say because your building is always the latest, so you can demand for higher. So it's a very different stage. If you're in a matured one, you can almost aim higher than the market because it's new. Then you can always like offer more in terms of fully furnished and things like that. But if it's a empty piece of land and you are the first one, then you have like another 18 different blocks, then your rental growth is always like kind of lower because the more blocks you have, the more supply you have, demand is almost the same, then you are screwed. Okay, W. Wong. Sri Gopal Sharma. Thanks, Sean. You are doing great work. Cheers. Thanks, man. Michelle Su. Hi, Sean. What's your comment on Geo Bukit Rimau? I think it's okay. And I think it's located in an area where there's not many high rise. So the view, it will be nice. And especially if you work in Klang, one Kesas highway down the road, oh, it's awesome. Nikki Law, 9 p.m. is good time. You're exercising some more. Would it be, W. Wong asked, would it be wise to rent in Eco Majestic and buy sub-sale? It won't be that old and house if buy sub-sale within 5 years since it's built, right? I don't understand the question. I don't understand the question, W. Wong. Do you mean that you rent in Eco Majestic, then buy sub-sales? I don't understand. Can you like clarify again, W. Wong? I don't understand your question. Jiman asks, if you are familiar, but what do you think about investing in REITs, enjoying dividend versus a physical property? Okay. I did my thesis in REITs actually. Okay, dividends for REITs, right? Last time it was pretty awesome. And last time when I started investing, it behaved like a normal property stock. So I invested in Sun REITs, PEF REITs, and there's a lot more things about REITs that a lot of people don't know. And some are hospital, medical centers focused, some are malls focused, some are like Chapalang focused, like the M REITs, right? Everything also got one. So yeah, it's, if you don't have money, then it's a good way to go for it lah. But then versus physical property, right? I like physical properties. So yeah, it depends on what you want. Because like dividend for REITs, right? Yeah, every year healthy is like 4.5% dividend, right? But my property will increase in capital appreciation. So it depends on how you measure your exit strategy. By 30 years, I will straight away go for physical properties. But if it's for short term, and I really need the liquidity, right? I really need the liquidity, then I will go for REITs. So it's a different product for different requirements of investors lah. Andy Ong, hi, for condo rental income would be higher or lower density would be better. Lower density developments tend to have higher capital appreciation. Higher density condos tend to have lower capital appreciation. Newer condo or older condo better for rental? If it's side by side, see which one closer to MRT lor. And there's just too many different variation in this question. It can be like the swimming pool there better, the security guard better. You just need one condo, right, for people to commit suicide before then everybody will move already. Right, so there's just too many variation for your question. William Tang, where do mid-high income millennials like to live in KL? Areas that are popular lor. Bangsa, Desa Park, PJ, Cheras, a lot lah. Can you be like more specific? Because those are because with like connectivity now, right? And the norm of us getting used to working from home, I think everywhere is possible already at this moment of time. Even Semenye, like now, if I were to work in Semenye, right, I think it's still the same method because I don't have to travel anymore. Then I can actually get a cheaper place further away, so I can have higher disposable income. I have more money to spend for my weekends, right? Things are changing, like William. Tan Yijing, what do you think about high-rise projects by EcoWorld since they are more well-known? I am currently looking at EcoWorld condo. Generally, their products, the benefit of EcoWorld is this: the amount of projects they have, right, and the learnings that they can get from all those projects are just tremendous. So their products, quality-wise, definitely no problem. And there's a lot of thoughts to all their products, just that the pricing may not be very affordable. Yeah. That's the only thing about Eco. Quality wise, no problem. Man. Price only, a lot of people comment. Marcus Wong, hi Sean. Would like to ask if two friends' name can be in the title for a new house, and if so, can we both use EPF account 2 to pay for the down payment and repayment? Okay, two friends' name in the SPA must also be in the bank agreement, right? Then can. Yep. So unless you cannot have like guarantor, you cannot just have like, oh, I put both in the bank agreement, but I put one name in SPA. Cannot. Now pretty strict. You must put two persons' name in SPA, only two persons' name in the bank agreement. Only whatever you say can be done. Navab, hey, greetings from Saudi Arabia. Wow. Saudi? Really? Hi, man. I really appreciate your effort. Even scroll to videos 2 years back. I'm not interested back then, just to learn some stuff along the way. Yeah, man. Thanks, Nikki. Like 2 years ago, the video, right? Wow, pretty sucky lah, actually. But that's how I learned. So I think I'm very glad that I started. David James asks, what do you think about Razak City residents, Sungai Besi? I think that there are better choices around. East Malaysia. Hi, Sean. What do you think about condos with lots of foreigners renting? Not expats, but low-end students like Nigerian, Libyans, and Myanmar. Does that affect the rental prospects to attract locals? So if the condo already have this kind of people, mainly in Cyberjaya, right? No lah. I think locals will have their own preferred place, and these foreigners, right, will have their own different place one. So I know it's not right, but then it's a stigma actually. Like all these people when they rent, right, then the place will become very bad and things like that. To me, I will only gauge tenants based on their performance. So you got cert or not you got your offer letter or not what's your income pay slip yeah, all this kind of thing. But generally, right, the perception of people we cannot change the stigma. Yep. So whether it does affect or not, yes, it will definitely be. So now some management actually make a stand to choose whether they want to rent or not. So I don't know whether is that right morally, right? But then this is what they are doing in the market. Andrew asks, developer is giving me 10% discount. Will the discount be documented in the SPA or elsewhere? I'm not sure if banks will take the pre or post price when giving a loan. They will take the pre-discount price. Don't shout around you have 10%. Okay, so let's say they say 10%, right? It means let's say the property is 700,000. They give you 10% means your property is 630,000. But on SPA, they will need to write 700,000. So bank will give you 90% loan. Okay, so 90% loan means 630,000. So it means you don't have to pay the down payment. That's about it. Understand, Andrew? I just scroll again. What's up with this way? I think I'm going too slow. Am I going too slow? East Malaysia said make over 24 months. Yeah. pretty soon. Hi Sean, oil and gas asks any guidelines to access on auction market. I would say to place the 1% bank draft and go a few times first without committing anything. Because the greatest worry is as is basis. So sometimes the property right will have a lot of backlog of whatever maintenance fee, utility fees, right? You don't know one. And when you buy, let's say, okay, I buy this at cheap price, right? But then the electrical bill is at 50,000 outstanding. Then you need to settle that, and that is your responsibility in auction. So that's the greatest worry, lor. William Tang, hi Sean, do hotel service apartments ever make any sense? Banyan Tree, St. Regis. Yes. International market. Because when international level of investors, right, when they come into any places of Bangkok, Phnom Penh, China, Beijing, right, they will look for St. Regis quality. Oh, yeah. So to them, it makes sense. But to normal people like us, not yet. We are not even there. Maybe me, I'm not even there. Maybe you there already. Kai Lun, how to know how much mortgage loan I can get? I set up a company and pay myself a minimum salary to reduce tax. Will my company financial statement take into consideration? Yes, after 3 years. And it needs to be a Sindrian Berhad. So it needs to be an audited account, and it needs to be after 3 years only it can take a loan or take into a consideration. Unfortunately, because you now have a salary, right? Then you pay yourself very minimum, so you don't pay so much tax. But then when you want to buy high price property, where you get the money from? Very easy one, ma. Kai Lun asks, I am 38 now. Can I still get 35 years loan? No. I think maximum is 70 years old only. Right? You can take loan up to 70. Some even 60 or 65 only. Okay, so that's why buy property early for 30 years loan. Eugene Cheong asks, should go for Eco World, Pasir Gudang, or Tampoy? I'm more comfortable to pay installment for the Eco World, but Tampoy location more attractive. For own stay, you mean? For own stay, you pick where you like, bro. Where you want to call home makes more important than installment plans. Yeah, you got to stay there for the next maybe 5 to 6 years. Nikki Law asks, if you like that house for own stay, proceed. If you do your homework for rent deals before buy, consider 4 things. Yes. Nicely said, Nikki. KSL asks, how long it will take for OPR to return to 3% and above? Easily 2 to 3 years, because you look, right? Property still okay. So that's the best thing about property. You don't react as fast to the market. So you kind of have the aftershock effect and things like that, right? But those commercial, airlines, petroleum, or tourism, right, or for them to return back into normal, right, which takes around 3 to 5 years, I think by then only OPR will return. Ivan Tay, what do you think about Genting Sky City? Tourism-based properties, I will stay away from them now. Yep. Bobby Gun, is the livestock or is it my issue? No, it's just some connection problem. So every time got connection problem, I will stop talking for a while. Okay, let's scroll up. Go faster. Queries. Wow, I don't know how to even read your name, Ray. My mom wants me to buy an apartment so she can stay in the weekends. Me thinking about investment. So is there anything as part investment or part own stay property so I can fulfill both? Your mom wants you to buy an apartment so she can stay in the weekends. Go and stay hotel. Because you buy already, you sure rent out one. Takkan you rent out weekdays only weekend. You want the tenant to move out, me? Yeah, no need . no such thing as both. It's either you go straight away, you investment, or you buy the apartment and maybe she help you with the installment, then can. Okay, Adrian asks, I'm planning to buy a property from a project already 95% sold. Any advice on how I can bargain? No, I've mentioned already. Just now, is the only that I think it's quite impossible for developers to give you more discounts. Very rare one. Unless, but you can ask lah, no harm asking lah. But I think also you can go to forums whether they got referral fees or not. If the properties developer is offering referral fees, you can go to forums, ask for past purchases, see they want to share the referral fees or not. Okay. Hi, Paul S asks, hi Sean, plan to get a new place for own stay. Currently, stay DSL. Where's DSL? Outskirt in Puchong. Where's DSL? Question is, should I consider sell off or keep? Feeling maintaining long run, but when more than rental, but loan already settled. If loan already settled, then just rent out lah. Okay. Let me rephrase, and then that was just a joke. Okay, Paul, if you want to keep, right? It depends on the capital appreciation. So if you look into your property there for the past 5 years, how is the price performance and how is the appreciation like? Then if you were to rent out, what's the rental income that you can get? To me, if your loan already settled and you're not planning to buy anything else, that rental is your passive income. So every month you, let's say 2,000 per year is 24,000 already. Lazy's wife cooking diary. Am I familiar with Kang Swington's group projects, for example? Not really though. Wonder how, asking again, can you briefly repeat the question about how you track your property investment portfolio? Oh, just now there was a glitch, is it? Why everybody repeating one? I need to say it again. Okay, never mind. I will not go through all the nitty-gritty stuff because I don't have the luxury of time. So a lot of people who are doing this, right, are those professional property investors or property portfolio managers. So they will tell you your return, sir, Mr. Wonder How, is 4.158 this year. So if you pay your installments early, you can reduce or increase the rental income into 4.3, which is way better. But to me, what's the point, right? I should actually focus to do more. And yeah, that's how I roll. Until maybe I have like 10, 20 different properties, then the legal fees on every one of them really affects my income, then only makes sense. Calvin Young, hi Sean. What do you think about Eco Majestic for own stay? I don't mind going up to KL. Then buy lo. If you like it, if you don't mind traveling, it is within your affordability, then go ahead, man. Michelle Su, sometimes it depends on luck when buying the property, just like ICT, PJ area, and under Masing, but ended up not so great. I think luck somewhat still plays a role, right? But I think you can control or mitigate that via research. If you look into ICT, it's selling 1,002 per square feet, which is like 5 to 6 times more expensive than the area surrounding. How can it work? But a lot of people go there, they buy the dream. So if you look into Icon City, is Icon City, not iCity, is it? Yeah, I think you meant Icon City. ICT is in Shah Alam. Icon City, right? If you look in the surrounding, it's industrial area, low cost area, kampong, and those new village area. Just that they position it next to PJ, next to Federal Highway, and the price they sell is not really that affordable also. But what they did pretty well is they package the product very well. So a lot of they don't really suffer, but the property by investors that bought suffer. Okay. A Caftew. Hi Sean, I'm a big sucker for buildings with beautiful architecture apart from cables and funnel. Which other projects with beautiful architecture with similar price as funnel cables you can recommend? All those are in Cyberjaya. Right? Like the one that I think I will post tomorrow is Verdi, pretty awesome. Tamarind, pretty awesome. Yeah, like all the new projects in Cyberjaya, all the architecture is very, very nice one. And the price is almost similar to cables and funnel. Michelle Su asks, how do you budget the next on finance that you are ready for the next property? Based on my disposable income and also based on my planning. To me, I'm very aggressive with my investment until I got married. Then we are like planning, hey, you want to have a family or not, and things like that. So I don't know how much I exactly need for a family yet. That's why like kind of scared there. So uh, no worries. A lot of people they were, I think whatever that is taught in the market, they say that in 5 years, 10 years, you must target to have 10 million in property portfolio. But like for what? But to me, I rather pursue happiness. I got 3 properties, all doing pretty well. I got my income, I happy, can already lah. But why people want to compare? Yo, that guy got 20 properties, but he every day, right, just to run all the property, then he's so miserable until no time to spend the money also no point, ma. So I would suggest Michelle, it's really up to you. There's no fixed formula. If you think you are ready, because the degree of readiness is very different for individual as well. So I'm like, are you okay with 6 months of emergency fund, or are you okay with 12 months emergency fund? That is already one of the variables. Then maybe are you considering to upgrade your car? Are you okay if your car suddenly break down? Do you have enough money to get a new one immediately? Yeah, then family planning, then parents, whether are they in the age where they are still healthy or not. Suddenly, if they need an operation, do you have enough money? All this kind of thing, lah, right? So it's a very personal thing, but I just don't agree that the market tells you that there's a formula, lah. NW said, hi, they just discovered you 3 days ago and immediately subscribed, looking for condo but afraid of the management in condo. What are you so afraid about, NW? What are you so afraid about? Kelvin Young, I'm thinking of Stone Ridge Eco Majestic. Let's review for it, bro. I think I've done an episode for Eco Majestic already, so I don't think I will be going back there already lah. But generally, their products is okay one lah. Okay, quality wise. So if you are okay with the most debatable thing, which is the location, Kelvin, then if you're okay with that already, right, then just go ahead, bro. Wong, also Eco Majestic. Would it be wise to rent there? And if I like the place, I will purchase, living there for a few years, then buy subsale. I think there's this Insta Yours campaign that you can try, W Wong. Insta Yours means that it's something like house keys, but they rebrand it lah. Call it Insta Yours lah. So you subscribe to Insta Yours, then the bank will actually buy over first. So you will rent from the bank for the first year. So in the first year, you will rent from the bank. Let's say Maybank lah. So you rent from Maybank for a year. Then second year, only you decide whether you want to buy or not. If you don't want, you can walk away from the deal. If you want to continue rent, also can. So at year 2, you can continue rent until year 5, or you want to buy, convert into a sales, or you can walk away. Yes. So that's the new thing about house keys and flex keys and I don't know what they call, but all are generally the same thing. All by Maybank Islamic. Yeah. Sun Huat Tai. Hi Sean, I'm curious how many properties you have invest. I've shared here got 2 to 3 already. There's 3 properties I've shared in this channel, right? So the rest, don't need to ask lah. Hey, shit, shy lah. Okay. Thanks Sean. Please keep up the good work. You are most welcome. Andrew asks, what do you think of Sofitel and Oxley? Price around 2,000 seems lower than Kempinski 3,000 or the Conley 2.4. Yeah, so Kempinski, I will be reviewing that soon. That's something like just like for the 100 people here, right? I will be reviewing Kempinski very soon. Wow, that's so excited. So I think Sofitel. So these are the next level of high end. So my topic will be there's luxury condos, but luxury condos kind of just get defined by price. As long as I sell more than 1,008 per square feet, right? Then it's considered luxury. But then branded luxury, right, is a whole different thing. So like shoes also like that's branded, right? So Kempinski is one of the top well-known international level. Sofitel, not as great. Then Escort, yeah. So St. Regis, okay. So that seems to be the differentiation in that level. So if you like talk about 2,000 per square feet and above, right? That's the things that they are discussing about. No longer about what we discuss rental rates, all this, right? Yeah. They don't talk about this one. They talk about brand. Hey Six, your opinion about rent to own. Yeah, so just now I just shared like whatever that is by Maybank's Islamic, right? I think it's pretty awesome for couples who wish to own a house to stay. If they really worry by the time they save up the down payment or they save up just to own the house, right? The house will be a different price already. I have a lot of friends who actually did that for Sedia Alam. They wait for this year bonus, they wait for year 5, they get all the amount of money that they think they can own a house. That house price already different. So they didn't buy the house that they wanted because the price of the house that they want escalate too much already. The lazy wife. I am offered a property, SPA price 700,000, buying price 300,000, which means cash back 300,000. Should I get? Because due to the current market, I expect the unit to be empty, shop lot. Otherwise, the unit looks good. Okay. The only thing I need to know extra, lazy wife, is the location. Because shop lots, right, really is a different ball game. And they give you all this cashback, right? It means the market price is only 300,000, not 700,000. So let's say 5 years down the road, you may only sell with 700,000 one or even lower. So if they are willing to sell at this kind of price, meaning it's from a smaller time developer, right? It's a smaller like those Sendirian Berhad developers. And so the only variable now, right, I would need is where's this location. Maybe you can email me, lazy wife. You email me at taniherng@gmail.com. taniherng@gmail.com. Then I will maybe work from there. James asks, my question is about MOT. I'm thinking of selling one of my property. This one getting MOT sometimes this year. Question is, should sell before or after the issuance? Okay. If you sell before the issuance, the new owner will bear the MOT. So without the MOT, right, I think most probably it's a strata law. So before the title is before the strata title is issued and you sell, right, you will need the PA from the developer. That one you need to know, the lawyer will do it for you. It will take a little bit longer, but you can still sell, and the buyer bear the strata title issuance later. But then there's also a trend after strata title is issued in a condo, the price will go up a little bit, like 5% like that. So it's really up to you. Nexus asks, what do you think of Casa Green or Rains? Will that area of Bukit Jalil do well in appreciation and rental? Rental, yes, because of the MRT stations lah. Because there's Awan Besar and Muhiba station there. But capital appreciation, I don't think so. That's why if you look into the research that I've done, right, those Rains are Casa Green, Z Residence, and one more Kiara Residence, right? You look into the price, right? Not as good as what you have in Twin Arcs Pavilion area side. But mainly rental there is because it's a lower and it's closer to MRTs. Lee Lawrence, hi Sean, what do you think of the immersion project near to Publica? Pretty cool, pretty solid, won't go that wrong. That's why the price is not that cheap. Can see. Hey Sean, any condos you recommend in Star Park area? Didn't really look into Star Park area, so I don't think I can recommend any. Kakiet, my question is a bit irrelevant. Is there an act or law that you can sue nuisance tenants? Like for example, they do prayers every night with loud chanting, drums and bell. MO can't solve. Management office cannot solve. Police. you file a police, so maybe they can be questioned, not sued, but they can question like how maybe you can charge against religious acts. Maybe like I cannot like living long at home, right? It doesn't make sense, and yeah, strata law you have more say one. So if that cannot resolve, then you get the police in. NW, bad management could ruin my rental. Bad lift, bad people living there, no security for a single person. That's what I mean. NW, I forgot your initial question already. How? Wait. Okay, I'm back. Nikki, Sean, how old are you if you don't mind? Baby face leh. Yeah, you guys continue guessing lah. Josh, hi Sean, what are your thoughts of properties in Puchong, Pusat? Are you talking about the BRDB one? So if you're okay with the affordable components being part of it, then I think it's fine. Something that they will affect the good name of BRDB, but then the new Columbia, the new hospital is opposite. And Bandar Putri commercial is very good one. So I didn't run the data set, but generally based on feel there, the condos, there's a lot of affordable condos there. There's a lot of old condos there. So for rental wise, right, if you're looking into higher end, I don't know what's the price also. So if things like, let's say to break even, you need 2005, then you check 2005 type of rental units that you can get from iProperty, Property Guru. You go around and see. So what can you fetch for the kind of rental? Nikki asked, where's the pork noodle beside Public Bank? There, Kota Kemuning one the one next to McDonald no, the one the same row. Hi Sean, ex-baby Way asks, what do you think of Sky Condominium? I think it looks very promising okay, I think, but just that the access is like a bit weird. My take. My cup of coffee. I love your name. Please help to arrange an episode for Tropicana Gardens, Dianthus. And I know that there is a new big shopping mall there. Yes, I will be. Okay, to be honest, I was going there on the day of MCO. Once I packed my bag, then they said, hey, kena ban, I cannot go. Huh? Got locked down. Yeah, I was going there already. Bobby Gunn, hi Sean, is there a fixed period for progressive interest to start calculated from the project launch? It's based on the progress of construction. So if your contractor of the project, they build the foundation already, then they will charge the bank, then the bank will charge you. So if the construction is very fast, then they VP to you earlier, then you save on interest. If they jun 48 months or 36 months, then somewhat is but then early or later, right? Not much difference. And yes, there will definitely be difference for those who are very tedious in their calculation. But it's based to the answer to your question is based on the construction progress. Sorry. Michelle Su, Sean, for MOT, is it need to pay within 1 year after BP? You need to pay only when the lawyer asks you to pay, only when the issuance of strata title. Okay, but for new projects, I think around 1 year is the right time lah. Nexus, what do you think of Asset Kayama's project? Good or bad? Heard some of their project in Kepong is handled in poor quality. Yeah, so that is the thing because Asset Kayama's was very popular because their source of land was different, so they got questioned for it, and they were selling very affordable projects in premium locations. That was the reason for them doing so well in the past few years. But then I think we changed government for a while. Then I think all of their next projects all got stranded. Yeah, all got stuck. So once you stuck, cash flow stuck, then they will compromise in the workmanship. Hi Sean, could you do a review of Ryan and me hole in section 13, Hunt 76? I've spoke to their developers before, but they like macam don't like me. To honest lah, it's like I'm always honest, right? I don't think they like me lah. Okay, guys, so I think it's 2 hours already, right? Let's go into last 5. Last 5 questions. So I will go random. Ivan Tay asks 300,000 apartment in Malacca, renting at 1,500 per month. Worth it near uni? Yeah, you can cover your installment already. Then very good. Also, you add in a little bit more, so it becomes cash flow positive. Yeah. Kenny Boy asks, want to ask regarding condo, what is the ceiling height considered as tall, okay, and short? Okay. Standard, right? Standard is 2.8. 2.8 meters standard. Okay. Tall is like anything above 3 is very tall. Like 3.6 is the stand. It also depends based on the product type. If it's for semi-Ds, different. Condos, different. Terrace house, different. Okay. So average is 2.8 for terrace house. For condos lah. Then for landed is like 3 meters standard. For semi-Ds is 3.3 standard. Maple said, thanks Sean for sharing. Great for youngsters like me. Yes, you are right. I wish, I think part of the inspiration is how I wish when I started my investment journey there's somebody like this to actually like talk about it. Like a lot of people don't even want to share. Then last time need to pay for all the stupid fees. That's why I've also suffered from all these kind of courses, but I've learned a lot. So everything money. You want to learn more, pay more. You want to learn more, pay more. I cannot also. Okay. Samo, got any questions or not? I think I answered a lot today. So more than 2 hours really. Okay. Nikki talk about my body. Wait. I've worked a lot on my so I've worked hard even my wife is a certified personal trainer. That's how serious I got into shape. Okay. Uh, yep. So I guess that's all. So I think next week we will do the same. And thank you very much for watching, all of you. Really, thank you very much. And hope that you guys can share the channel around so I can help more people. So that's the driving force. And the more this channel reach audience, right? The more info I can get from the market. So whatever questions or answers that I'm asking all the experts in the industry, right? They are treating me serious already now. Last time they don't even care like who the hell are you, right? But now they quite serious already. They talk to me, hey Sean, anything you need, I ask just because I have you guys, right? So I guess thank you very much for you guys. So help spread around the words. I will really appreciate that if you can spread the channel around, and so I can help more people. So as also I'm coming up with some app very soon. Don't know when lah. So I don't want to tell you guys yet. I don't want to tell you guys yet. Okay, good night everyone. See you guys on the next one. Ciao.